What's happening, world? B Marsh Boxing. Salute to the person in the chat. Even before I press record, salute to you. Hopefully, you can hit the thumbs up as well. You know, good Friday night. I said Friday night. I say more Friday afternoon boxing over here in the United States. Of course, it's evening time in the UK. It's about this fight started at about 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know what I mean? Billy Joe Saunders. Let's hear the decision. Billy Joe Saunders defending his WBO 168-pound super middleweight title versus Martin Murray. Hurry up, man. Hurry up, man. Let me know the scorecard, man, because I already got my scorecard. Please.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Steve Gray and Bob Williams both scored the bout 120 to 109.
Woo.
Marcus McDonald scored this contest 118 to 110. All three for your winner by unanimous decision.
And still, Billy Joe Saunders improves his undefeated record, defeats Martin Murray. Now, Billy Joe Saunders, he won this fight pretty wide on my scorecard as well. Not a whitewash. You know what I mean? I had Martin Murray winning rounds 7 and 8. You know, the first 7 rounds before Martin Murray finally scored a round on his card was, Billy Joe Saunders, a dictator, a master of distance, dictating the pace and the range, the ring generalship, being from the southpaw stance. Giving this guy, Martin Murray, who was keeping a nice high guard in the first few rounds, but occasionally shots going to slip in, you know what I mean? And what's his name? Billy Joe Saunders' combination punching was actually the best part of the night for him, He was splitting the man Martin Murray's guard with the straight 1-2, you know what I mean, from the southpaw stance. In round 4, he actually even dropped the man Martin Murray, but it didn't get counted as a knockdown. It was a beautiful flush, straight left hand, then a right hand behind it, then another left hand behind it, then a right hook, then the guy goes down. How the hell is that not a knockdown? You know what I mean? You check it. So that was pretty dubious. Should have been a 10-8 round, but regardless, Martin Murray tried. He did his best in there. Round 7 and 8, Martin Murray did close the distance, and he started going for broke because he realized this guy, Billy Joe Saunders, is evading his shots. Martin Murray is a counterpuncher by nature, but Martin Murray was not in the position to even catch the man clean in the first 7 rounds. Then he started closing the distance, going to the body, you know what I'm saying? Started having some success, and now Billy Joe Saunders is not that fast to the feet. When he was dictating the pace, all he had to do was, in the first 7 rounds, he was just taking a step back. First 6 rounds, taking a step back when the man Martin Murray would Martin Murray would throw them body shots or straight right hands. You know what I mean? The man would just take a step back. I love Billy Joe Saunders' boxing style. I ain't gonna hold you. Martin Murray's skill set is vicious. I just want to see the man prove it against the best of the best. Let's hear what the man got to say.
Wide on the cards. He was impressive. He's with Andy.
Really well done. A very dominant performance. But as you stood there just before we came to you, cut a very frustrated figure. Is that how you feel tonight?
Yeah, I think, listen, I've been out over a year now. It's like boxing in the cemetery. Listen, it's one of them. I like to perform for the crowd, get up for it. I've got many people to thank, obviously Eddie and MTK, Matchroom. But tonight, I tried to set a rhythm, but he's a kind of old fox, and he just knew how to tie you up well. He was tying you up.
Yeah.
And listen, it's not a performance I'm going to be shouting for people's names about because, like I say, I've been out a year. I probably needed the rounds, to be honest with you, going into the new year, but he's a cunning old fox. He got through it. Fair play to him. I hope he has a good Christmas. And he can go back to his family. But the main thing is I'm 30, I guess I'm still getting luckier every fight I get. So let's see if I can make a big fight.
30 and 0. 30 and 0 for Billy Joe Saunders.
Did you feel that you had him hurt? I think it was in the fourth with the knockdown that wasn't called.
Yes.
When I come down, it was a clear knockdown.
Of course.
Listen, the referee, I'm out of moan at him, but there's been previous fights now where there's been fights close he's give it against, and if that was called a knockdown, I would have adjusted a bit differently, and maybe might have got the finish if there's 30 or 40 seconds left.
B Marsh Boxing. If you're new to the channel, please share and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up too while you in this joint eavesdropping and peeking.
It was definitely a knockdown. and maybe that could have changed the complete fight if Corbin
Yes,
knocked out
indeed.
was
Billy Joe Saunders retains his WBO strap.
Forward now, we're obviously going to hear Eddie Hearn's plans for you, but this is your platform to sort of send out a message. What do you want to do in 2021?
Listen, it's very important now for me
Hopefully
to
gets
stay
the winner.
because I'm not getting any younger.
Uh-huh.
Just turned 31. I feel like I'm in the prime. Like tonight was strange because the stamina was there.
They asked you who you want to fight next.
But listen, it's not a ring rust.
That's what we want to hear.
Everybody knows I need a rhythm for my boxing skills to come. And you can spar and look $1 million, but when you need them likes of these little gloves, as you've seen there, I bullied him at times as well. I felt strong, but there was just a little bit of rhythm lacking.
See, these were two guys who came up from middleweight, not no legitimate super middleweights.
Obviously, Canelo and Smith's fine. There's Andrade out there, and there's the man to ask because I need a big fight to get up for it to know, like, listen, here we go.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in the dressing room singing and dancing and waiting around and go on, what am I on, you know?
I haven't seen Billy Joe Saunders in a big fight since he fought Andy Lee. When was that, man? Like 2015. No, I ain't got none. I ain't got the bill. I don't need to hear about nothing from the promoter. Eddie Hearn can't tell me nothing I didn't see. I just wanted to hear from the fighter. So yeah, you know, the man Martin Murray, you know, he just wasn't active enough, and the man Billy Joe Saunders was just the far superior boxer with the hand speed and the foot speed. Not that the man Martin Murray's flat-footed and the kid couldn't catch up with him, but you know, Billy Joe Saunders dictating the range, you know what I mean, and the ring generalship. You know, it was pretty wide, and he took this guy to school, you know what I'm saying? Throwing the straight left hands to the bodies. In round 11, you seen the man Billy Joe Saunders throw a vicious straight left hand to the body, and you could hear Martin Murray doubling up, say, oof, you know what I'm saying? You check it, so Billy Joe Saunders, he did his thing in there. Like I said, when Martin Murray did close the distance and started going for broke, like the man Billy Joe Saunders said, man, he had to get the clinching. You know what I'm saying? So it was a pretty good effort from the man Billy Joe Saunders. Martin Murray, 38 years old. You know, Martin Murray, when I was watching this, I was like, Jesus Christ, how many times I've seen this man in a world title shot? And in my opinion, from what I've seen, and I've watched all of his world title fights live, he should at least be a two-time world champion. I had him beating Felix Sturm when he fought for the WBA 160-pound title. I believe that was like in 2011. I think in 2012 or was it 2013 he fought the man Sergio Martinez in Argentina. Sergio Martinez homecoming fight over there in Argentina. And I was a big fan of the man Sergio Martinez at the time, and I had him losing that fight. He got dropped twice by Martin Murray. They didn't call it. So those two fights, like I said, man, he should have at least been a world champion. This is his fifth time getting a crack at a world title, and unfortunately for Martin Murray, man, he just couldn't get it done, you know. It's going to get harder at this stage of his career, you know what I mean? Only been stopped, I believe, by Gennady Golovkin, and he's also faced guys like, what's the guy's name? George Groves for the WBA 168-pound title, and now tonight, WBO, Billy Joe Saunders, and unfortunately for him, he comes up short. I'd love to see Billy Joe Saunders versus Cannoli, you know, and I applaud the man, Billy Joe Saunders, for not jumping up there, and he said it's not about the money. He didn't just take the Cannoli fight for the money, even though it would have been his biggest payday. His main concern was he wouldn't have enough time to prepare. You know, 3 months ago, this man, Billy Joe Saunders, was... Let's hear him.
So if he gives me a ring, he knows I took these big fights before. You know, there's not been a fight where I've gone back and said, you know what, that's no good, no, take it away. Like, so let's make these big fights happen. Give the fans what they want. Let's give the fans, let's give the general public, you know, if not, then that's the fight in the new year one. And on that performance there, you should take it, Canelo. Let's rock and roll.
Well done tonight, and Eddie, thanks for joining us. I just want to swap you two out and bring in Martin Murray.
Let's hear what Martin Murray got to say, y'all. Definitely more interested in hearing what he got to say more than Eddie Hearn.
Microphone here, and if Jamie Moore wants to join us, he can do. Martin, commiserations, lot to be for you tonight.
I mean, come on.
After that?
Obviously, got it, bro. It is what it is, and I got beat by a better man. There was not much in a lot of the rounds, but he was just pepping me, you know.
Pepping me? He's just pepping me? I got a vicious accent.
He was a quality fighter. The better man won on the night. What more can I say?
What do you want to do now? I don't want to bring this inevitably straight on to retirement.
Everyone's been saying, people have been wanting me to retire for years. You know what I mean? Every time what would you do after this fight? Would you retire? I was going to retire 2 years ago.
Yeah, I remember. After George Groves.
I knew there was a big fight left in me. I knew there was another world title shot.
Happy me. Sounded like Kell Brook.
I did it for the enjoyment. And I was rebuilding. Like I said, I knew there was a big fight.
Do I think Martin Murray should retire personally? No, I don't think so.
5 times. Mate, I'm not going to get 6. My body can't take it. I'm 38. I turned pro late, but yeah, just rebuilding. I just want to spend time with my family now. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Never say never. But,
yeah.
But yeah, I think that's it. You know what I mean? I tried it. Listen, I mean, every time you get beat, you know what I mean?
Damn, Martin Murray spilling out his guts.
I've always had that bit of hope. I've always believed. And I truly believed I could beat him tonight. I felt good. We had a great training camp. My back went a couple of weeks ago. Big thanks to my physio, Pinky, for getting it in his best condition.
When you do walk away, will you walk away with your head held high, having achieved everything?
Yeah, listen,
open brackets apart from the world title.
Obviously, I've not achieved the world title.
Right.
But I had a colourful past before I turned pro. When I turned pro, I said I wanted to have no regrets, go anywhere, fight anybody. I've done that. I could have been double weight world champion.
Where he from? Liverpool or something? Sound like Tony Bellew a little bit.
But it never worked out that way. And obviously there was no disputing Golovkin. And there was no disputing tonight. I got beat up a better man. He's a quality fighter. He is a class fighter. And
no excuses for Martin Murray.
Don't get me wrong, I'm gutted, but
Simon O's in the chat and he asks who won. Just take a wild guess. Go ahead, type it in. Take a wild guess who you thought won. So yeah, man, Martin Murray, man, I think he's had a good career, you know what I'm saying?
Amazing support, and I've not got a world title, but I'd like to think that I can go up with it when my head will die, and
yes,
I've got a bit of respect, and
you sure do. You got my respect.
Tonight, but it is what it is.
Undoubtedly, your head can be held high. Congratulations on it. If that is the end of a great career,
I don't think it's a decision he should make. Simon O, you're absolutely right. Billy Joe Saunders retains his title and is now 30-0.
Billy Joe Saunders is a top-class world champion.
Who the hell is this guy they interviewing?
Yeah, I mean, the game plan we set out.
I ain't got time to hear this guy. I don't know who he is. If you're Martin Murray's trainer, we don't need to hear nothing from you. We only needed to hear from Martin Murray. Simon O says, I don't have the zone, so I have no idea. Well, neither do I. I don't have the zone neither. But I do have Sky Sports TV. You see Sky Sports Arena live. Yes, indeed. Right there, live and direct. But, the reason I give the man Martin Murray enough respect is because, like I said, I think he should have been a 2-time world champion already. If he retired right now or retired 5 years ago, he should have been a 2-time world champion. Unfortunately, the dice didn't go his way.
Well, it is what it is. But it's just one of them things. I've tried my best. Wasn't good enough. You can't do more than your best. I just want to thank everyone out there.
I don't think he should make that decision immediately right now. That's something he has to sit down, ponder with his family possibly, and find out if he's really going to call it quits. Because he didn't get dominated as far as it was very competitive. Each round was competitive, competitive effort in a losing effort, no question about it, by the man Martin Murray. But it wasn't like he got dog walked or just washed all up and about the ring, got beat from pillar to post. No, that wasn't the case. He just lost. This was actually a fight. Of course, Billy Joe Saunders, I think, is a better fighter than him. Skill set, his footwork, how he dictated the range and distance tonight, but it still was a good effort from the man, Martin Murray, being, although Billy Joe Saunders had the 8 year age advantage, Yes, indeed. Simon O says, I feel like he'd lose to Canelo, though. Well, I wish he got that opportunity to fight him because he has the kind of skill set that could give the man Canoli trouble. You know what I mean? Especially when he fights from the outside, keeping the distance, pumping that jab, and unleashing that left hand, whether it's a lead left hand or setting it up with the jab and his movement. And he had one instance where Martin Murray thought he had it quartered in the ring through a left hook. The man Billy Joe Saunders just ducked under the left hook. Before you know it, the man Martin Murray's back is on the ropes, and Billy Joe Saunders unleashed a combination and stepped back. I thought it was a thing of beauty, you know. But now I'd like to see that skill set Billy Joe Saunders has had that I've been watching since I've seen this guy at least since 2012, 2011 when Box Nation first came up about, when he was fighting the likes of Chris Eubank Jr., I've been wanting to see him fight the great caliber opposition. Until this day, the best name on his resume is Andy Lee and or David Lemieux. You know what I mean? So you can't really judge him as far as how great he is. His skill set is there, but we want to see him fight against the best of the best. Hopefully, he can get an Andrade fight or a Canoli fight or just a meaningful big fight. It's gonna be tough while he's over there with DAZN or Matchroom Boxing USA. You know what I mean? Because really and truly, they're not capable of getting nobody no big fights unless your name is Canoli. And Canoli's the one who calls the shots. He's not with Matchroom Boxing USA. He's with I believe now he's just on his own, you know what I mean, as a free agent. You check it. Devin Haney is a guy who's over there. What has Matchroom USA Boxing done for his career? Nothing. He ain't getting no big fights. He's stagnant over there. Look at a man like Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs struggled with the guy who's a natural 154 pounder in the man Gabe Rosado. Look at the likes of the everybody he's fought besides Canoli, the man Danny Jacobs, who Luis Arias, these type of guys. So it's gonna be difficult for Billy Joe Saunders to get a big fight while he's over there, unless it's Canoli. Andrade is not a big fight as far as gonna grab global attention, but it will grab the hardcore's interest. You know what I mean, and capture their imagination because that's a fight we've been looking forward to for quite a while. Um, Simon knows in the chat and he says they could put Devin with Garcia though. Garcia who? Mikey Garcia? Is that who you mean? If you mean Mikey Garcia, I don't think Mikey Garcia is ever gonna be going back down to a lightweight. That's not happening. Mikey Garcia is now fighting at welterweight, 147. You know, I don't think that fight could be made at a lightweight, to be honest. Oh, Ryan Garcia, okay. They could put Devin versus Garcia. I'd love to see that fight. Absolutely. Ryan Garcia. Yeah. What's up with you, Boxing Learner? What the deal, man? Big up, Boxing Learner, as always. Salute. Now, Ryan Garcia, no. I think Ryan Garcia, look, if you've been paying attention, he's ducking the man, Devin Haney. Been ducking him. He don't want no parts of that guy. You know what I'm saying? He'd rather fight any and everybody else besides Devin Haney. You know what I mean? De La Hoya ain't gonna put him in there with Devin Haney, you know what I'm saying? And that's just the truth about it. Would I love to see it? Of course. Those are the two young lightweights over there on the zone. But that fight ain't gonna happen, you know? Devin Haney is more for I'm sorry, what's his name? Ryan Garcia is focused on this guy. Who's he fighting next? Fuck. Oh, Luke Campbell. If he gets past Luke Campbell, which as of right now is a 50-50 fight, then he might be the pressure might be on his helmet to fight the man Devin Haney, but he'll more than likely look for guys like Jorge Linares or Javier Fortuna or these type of guys. You know what I mean? I don't see him fighting the man Devin Haney no time soon. You know. Simon O says Ryan Garcia 135. Yes, Ryan is faster but Devin would outbox him. Yeah, possibly. Possibly. I'd love to see the fight. They should happen, man. There's only need to make the big fights happen on their platform. You check it. So Martin Murray fails on his fifth attempt at trying to gain himself a world title. He's contemplating and pondering retirement right about now. I don't think he should make such a drastic, hasty decision right on the spot. Go home, think about it, because you didn't look terrible tonight. And you just fought the younger fighter, you know what I mean, and Billy Joe Saunders. You check it. But like I was saying, Billy Joe Saunders didn't go for the money like Kovalev did. and or Callum Smith, who Callum Smith's only getting a 4-week training camp to fight Canoli. Billy Joe Saunders was supposed to fight him in September because it was supposed to happen in Cinco de Mayo in May, but COVID happened, and it's still happening, the coronavirus, and that fight had to get pushed back. Billy Joe Saunders wasn't ready. You know, he was kind of out of shape 3 months ago in order to fight the man Canoli in September, so he turned that fight down. You know what I mean? He said, I ain't have enough time, and I ain't mad at you, Slim. If you ain't got enough time to prepare, don't do it, Mo. Don't do it. Don't do it. So, yo, B Marsh Boxing, salute to everybody in the chat. Please hit the thumbs up on your way in and on your way out. Salute to everybody in this piece. It's a Friday evening. Billy Joe Saunders retains his WBO world title. You know what I mean? So I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. Let me know what you'd like to see next for the man Billy Joe Saunders. You know what I mean? And if you're new to the channel, please share and subscribe. Salute to everybody. I'm gone. Peace.